Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining Karine this morning again for Wise Words. Okay, so this morning, Wise Words will be taken from Psalms 27 and reading verse 14. So it says, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." How many of us have that discipline to wait, or how many of us? Because in today's world, we realize that it's all about fast going, it's all about the microwave, this and then all our food is already prepared. You can get food that is already packaged and prepared, just put it in the microwave and then you're good to go. But how many persons are willing to sit and wait when we bring our desires to God in prayer? Because we may be waiting for healing, we may be waiting for financial breakthrough, we may be waiting for our children, because we're praying for our children. They may be rebellious, and you understand, they're not doing what we require of them. So we pray to God and ask God to straighten them or to do something with them. But for some reason, it seems as if our prayers are not being answered. But how many of us this morning is willing to wait on the Lord, as Psalms 27 has instructed us? Wait on the Lord, be of good courage. And we have to remember, according to Isaiah 55 and verse 8 to 9, remember, our ways are different from his ways, and our thoughts are different from his thoughts, right? So he knows the right time to reward his children. He knows the right time to deliver answers, whatever we are waiting on, to us. He knows he's an on time God. Remember, he knows and he loves his children. He wants to give good gifts to his children. He's a good and merciful Father. So let us not faint. Let us not give up. It doesn't matter what the enemy might be whispering in your ears this morning. Let us not turn to any other sources, any other gods. Just like how he came true for you. Remember times that he had come true for you, that you have prayed and he came true for you. He will do it for you. At times we are not prepared for what we have been asking for, or it's not the right time for him to grant it unto you, right? We might, because guess what, it doesn't matter, he give you something that you can't handle or you can't manage, because you might be praying for $1 million, but then when you have a 50,000, you don't know how to spend that 50,000, you don't spend it wisely. You think God is going to bless you with that 1 million? You have to know and practice discipline and principle, and to know how. Because if you can't manage certain things, he's not going to give it to you until you are mature enough to be able to handle things, right? So, and we pray at times, that we pray for our personal desires, that we would like this and we would like that. But this came in my thought. What you are praying for, is it beneficial to God's kingdom? Do you use, when he blesses you with things, do you use those things to glorify God? Do you use it? If it's a car, how do you use that car? He blesses you with that car. How do you use that car? Someone is going to church, or someone may, the rain is falling and you're driving on the road, or someone may need a lift. The sun may be hot. The car that he blesses you with, do you use that car to be a blessing to someone? The house that he blesses you with, do you use that house to be a blessing to someone? Someone may need shelter, or need somewhere to come, even to rest for a night, or someone may need prayer, or maybe someone may be passing and that person is hungry. Do you invite them? Do you prepare a meal and invite them come to sit and to eat? How do you use, right, those things to be a blessing to someone? So God watches everything and he knows our heart. So sometimes we have to check ourselves and ensure that how we live is in line with what God commands us to do at all times. Forgive me for the noise. So be very mindful of how you use whatever he had blessed you with before, right? Or he may have blessed you with the money, but guess what? You know that there's someone who is hungry, someone who is in need. How do you spend that money? Someone will ask you for, they really need it, and you think, why? This not enough. We can't share, because I do have my trials, I do have my bills, I do have. But listen to me. We have to use what we have to be a blessing to others. Share what we have. We can't be selfish and only for ourselves alone. So, whatever you are asked God for, He's an on-time God, and He knows the right time to grant it unto us. Whether it's healing, you're waiting on to be healed, you're waiting on to be delivered, you're waiting on to be financially blessed, you're waiting on a house, you're waiting, whatever you're waiting, you have asked Him for. He is a God, as He states in His word. He said, what father would have his children ask for bread and give him a stone? So He's going to grant it unto you, right? And sometimes we pray, and then we have all of these desires, all of these personal desires. But did you pray and ask Him what is His will for your life? At times we ask to go here, to go there, to do this, to do that, and that is not His will. That is not His what His will for our lives. That is not the plan that He has for our lives. As according to Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you. I know the thoughts. Another translation said, I know the thoughts I think towards you. So when you're praying, pray, God, let thy will be done for my life. And whatever will, whatever plan, whatever purpose He has for your life, He will make a way. He will provide. Where He guides, He will provide for you to go on that journey. So remember, when we're praying, it's not our will. Let His will. Allow Him to be Lord of our lives. God, whatever is your will, let thy will be done for my life today. Whatever path you want me to go down today, or want me to take today, lead me on that path, God. Not where I want to go, but where you want me to go. Who you want me to be a blessing to today. So remember, as my wise word says, wait on the Lord. Be of good courage today. Wait on the Lord. Remember the word wait. Don't be in too much hurry. Let it, whatever God has in the oven baking for us, He's not going to take it out in time. Before time to ensure that we are satisfied. He is going to ensure that it's properly baked, right? Because He's a God. He's not a God with just hurry up things. He's a God that have principle. So He's going to ensure that it is well done. So you will be satisfied. At times we pray for things, and then when God blesses us with it, is more than what we even have asked Him for. He blows our mind. So just let us be obedient to Him this morning, and let us wait on Him patiently, just like our forefathers, Abraham, who waited patiently for that son that God had promised him, and God did deliver. All of those men, remember Joseph, he waited. He was in prison, but then guess what? He was promoted. Remember all of these persons who waited patiently, and God came through for them in the end. Just like David, he was anointed to be king, but then he had to wait. It wasn't an overnight thing. He wasn't anointed to be king tonight and then by tomorrow he was king. No. There was a waiting period. There were so many different seasons he had to endure before he sat on that throne. So wait patiently this morning. Be of good courage. He will come true for you in the end. Blessings, my family.